Marketing and promotion is the lifeblood of your business. Have you tried Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and have no clue why you're not getting leads, followers, or any traction? Have you worked with other agencies and then nothing happened? 10X Productions, Grant Cardone's digital advertising agency, is now available for you to get on track with social media lead generation, full-scale training, and production. We'll get you the leads and give you the training to understand your social media and how to build a brand better. Just go to cardoneadvertising.com. That's cardoneadvertising.com to get your free marketing assessment, and we will get you on the road to the right marketing and all of your business needs. Visit Cardone Advertising right now.
Hey, welcome to Ask a Pro. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
Dude, are you ready? Okay, because today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, and I know it's going to be one of your favorite topics. Ashton Henry is an expert when it comes to credit. Everything you need to know about credit cards. We're talking about the devil now. This dude lived with the devil and found out how he operates. And basically, if you've been spending time with him, he can show you how to clean up your past, okay? Just to give you guys some statistics real quick, credit card debt in America. This is just one little country. $911 billion, $15,000 per household. Mortgage debt, can we talk about mortgage debt today? $8.9 trillion. Okay? You guys think Amazon is big? That's $8.9 trillion that recurs every year. Average household, $180,000. Auto loans, $1.23 trillion, $27,000 per household. Student loans. That's stupid right there.
It's a big one.
$1.4 trillion. Little kids, just like little victims. Mama talked you guys into that too. The people that love you the most talk you into that right there. Your mama's like, don't get credit card debt, don't use Visa, but go to school. All others is $13 trillion. I'd love to know what the all others is. Average percentage rate on a credit card today is 17%. Man, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so how do people get in this situation? And then we'll talk about how to get out of it. What happened?
Well, I mean, financial literacy on a whole is not really being taught in the United States. You know, a lot of people aren't being educated the right way, how to use their credit cards, how to manage their debt effectively. And that's where we come in to help people take care of their finances. And like you said earlier, a lot of people are put into situations and they're not educated about it. And they make a lot of mistakes. And we just help them get those negative things off their credit report, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which was passed.
The what's it called?
The Fair Credit Reporting Act.
The Fair
Credit Reporting Act, which was passed by Congress in 1971.
Fair credit. Oh, the fair.
Yes.
I thought you said the fear credit. I said I do fear credit. The Fair Credit Report. Okay, and what about that?
And basically, it's a consumer's right to dispute any negative item that's reported on their credit report, whether it be a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a tax lien, repossession, student loan. It doesn't matter what that negative item is. We're able to dispute those things, get them off their credit report, so we can give people a new start with the mistakes that they've made in the past.
Because what happens if, let's say, young Grant, he's 25, 26 years old, he's got a bad credit report, he took on too much credit, can't handle it, can't keep up with the 17%. Maybe I got a combination of a student loan, an auto loan, and some credit card debt. How do I, and I got behind, I just got ahead of myself, I lost my job, something happened. How do you help me fix some of that?
Okay, great. So what we actually do, we'll take an analysis of your credit report, see whatever is negative on there. And again, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, we're able to dispute any erroneous, inaccurate, or absolute items on those credit reports. So whether, again, the student loans, the other debts that you have on there, we're able to dispute them. Again, we're looking for the inaccuracy in the reporting.
So what can be, is there always an
I mean, it could be, inaccuracy could be your name spelled wrong, it could be the address, the docket number, the late payment reported and it's not accurate. So we're looking for those things to help you get those negatives off.
Now, I've heard some people say on the repair end, some of it's just about overwhelming the financial institution. Is there any validity? There's groups like yours that can say, hey, we're just going to overwhelm them with paperwork. They're not set up to do it.
Yeah, not only that, a lot of companies that you might have owned in the past, they're probably out of business. So when we send those letters to dispute what's negative on the credit report, and the credit bureaus send those letters to verify
No
they're not there.
response.
There's no response, so they have to remove those things off your credit report as well.
What's your success rate with like, let's say let's say it's a legitimate deal. By the way, it probably is in most cases, right? Like, I didn't pay, I'm late on my car payment. I'm balancing 2008, even today. I'm balancing between, okay, I'm not going to pay my student loan today. Should I be paying the student loan back? Should I pay these people?
Yeah, I mean, private student loans is a government loan, so you do have to pay those things.
I can't get away from that.
You can't get away from it.
Okay, the auto loan, like I was late on that. I'm late on my student loan, but I keep paying my credit card. I'm timely on my credit card. So what percentage of those can you, even though it's legit, I'm late?
Yeah, so what we do, based on how many late payments you have on a credit report, instead of deleting the entire history of your credit report, we can actually dispute the late payment to have it forgiven based on, again, how much late payments you have on there. Because that card payment, even though you have negative late payments on there, is still a factor in determining what your credit score is. So if you remove the history altogether, what's going to happen? Your credit score is going to drop. So you can actually dispute it to keep those, make those late payments be updated to reflect paid as agreed.
So you're saying if you defend me, I hire you, I guess, right? I hire you, and then you don't want the balance to go away. Explain that. I don't understand that.
Well, okay, so
because you said my credit would go down if
right. So let's say, for instance, you have a let's say you have a car payment, for example, and you have 1 or 2 late payments on there, but you've been making payments on time for the last 3 years on that car payment.
Yeah.
Right. Those positive payments that you made is a factor in determining what your current credit score is. So if you remove that history altogether of the last 3 years of you making payments on that car note, what's going to happen? You're going to lose that trade line on your credit history altogether, and your scores is going to drop because it's not going to be on there.
You call that a trade line?
Trade line.
Why do you call it that?
A trade line is any account that you acquire through your credit report. It's considered a trade line.
And then how important is my credit score?
I mean, your credit score is very important. It's not just to be able to, as you know, you're in real estate, to be able to get approved for a mortgage, a car note. A lot of employees actually pull in your credit report for employment, right? Especially in managerial positions. While your credit score doesn't have any bearing whatsoever in determining if you're going to be a great employee or not, it's a factor in determining you getting hired with a lot of big financial
institutions. Didn't we pull my credit score one day while we were in here? What did it come out to be?
745.
No, it can't be that
750. That's a great credit score.
It is?
Yeah.
I think I was like, almost perfect. But I'm like, I don't want to even be perfect.
Right.
Do you? You really don't want to have a perfect score, do you?
I mean, the higher the score is, the higher you can get the score as possible is good standing, is good for you. Yeah.
So, and what drives that score?
Well, it's a lot of different factors. 10% of your credit is based on the types of credit. You have 2 types of credit. You have revolving credit and you have installment credit. Revolving credit is any debt that you can use and pay off, like your credit cards. Installment will be any account that you have a fixed payment or a date to pay it off by. Example, a mortgage or a car note. The next 10% is based on the...
so revolving is my Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom's or Saks.
Credit cards.
Banging me. They want me to get the credit card, by the way. Why are they so insistent upon me getting a credit card?
Because, the interest rates, based on what your credit score is, your interest rate is going to determine how much money they actually earning over time based on whatever debts you took out.
So Nordstrom's could actually make more money on their credit card business than they could the clothes.
Yes.
At 17%. They don't have a 17%.
Right. Again, you have a balance. A lot of people aren't paying attention to the interest rate. So they have the credit card, they got that merchandise, but they're not paying attention to how much money when they make that payment is actually going towards the principal and the interest.
Okay, so the revolving is the Nordstrom's. I just want so the audience can see, and the installment is house payment,
mortgage, car notes, small installment loans. The next 10% is based on how much times you apply for credit within a 30-day billing cycle. So
what percentage is that?
10%.
10%. How many times I apply?
You want to be mindful of how many times you apply for credit within a 30-day billing cycle. The more you have increase on your credit report, anything over 4 to 5 increase your credit score, now it comes across like you're desperate for credit. So it's like you're trying to get access to all these different lines of credit so you can pretty much, to the creditors, they're looking at you like you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. You yourself don't have the physical cash to pay those bills, so you're getting all these lines of credit so you can use them in different situations.
Okay.
15% is based on the length of the credit history.
Man,
how long?
You know what you're talking about. He's got these percentages down, man,
So 15% is based on the length of the credit history. How long have you had that specific account open? Whether it be 5 years, 3 years, your credit history is you basically paying your bills on time, over time for a long time.
So the longer I've had Longer debt would be good for me because
Yes.
it shows a track record.
Track record of you showing that you're able to make payments
Yeah.
on your bills.
Okay.
30% is based on the amounts owed.
Dude, I got a lot of credit. I got a lot of debt.
I bet you do.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is today. Maybe, hey, ask Sherry if she can ask Susan how much it is. It's got to be $400 or $500 million bucks. At least $400 or $500 million. So
30%.
I pay it off. I pay every month.
Right.
No matter what I pay. But I'm getting the money from some other place.
Right, so you generated income, and
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
a lot of people are putting themselves in hot water by not having enough income to pay
Yeah.
their
So
bill.
$10,000 worth of credit. Like, I mean, the lower the number can actually hurt me too, right? From what I understand.
Well, not necessarily. You can have a $300 credit card
Uh-huh.
and a $10,000 credit card. If you're not doing it, if you're not making the payments, it's still going to affect you the same way.
No, but I mean the balance. Like if I have a zero balance, if I have no credit, that
Well,
hurts me too, right?
Right. If you
So
have
if
no credit.
30% of my credit score is driven by the amount.
So let me explain that. The
Yeah.
30% is based on the amounts owed. So that's basically your credit limit versus your credit balance. So whatever limit you have, let's say you have a $10,000 limit, you want to multiply that by 0.3. And that's your
Oh,
actual
wow.
spending limit.
Wow.
So on that $10,000 credit card, that would be $3,000. That's your spending limit. Whenever you go over that $3,000, your credit score is going to drop because you're using more than 30%.
What if I'm not using any of my credit that's available to me?
Well, you want to use your credit because if you're not using it, then you're not getting any history of you making payments on bills. Yeah. So you want to use your credit.
Now, is that just the story they tell us so that we use our credit cards? Like come spend. It's like the drug dealers. Like, come on over, man.
Well, not necessarily because, again, if you apply for any lines of credit, they want to see that you're able to make payments. So at the end of the day, you still have to use that lines of credit. You have a lot of people who have credit cards and never use them. They
Yeah.
cut them up. They just lost
Yeah,
it.
I got 7 cards. I don't use them, and they're like the guy trying to lend you money is like, dude, man, you got to show me. Just because you got a gym doesn't mean you use it.
Right.
Could be overweight. Last time I saw you, you were freaking all chiseled up.
Right.
Okay. So I got like 45, 55. What's the rest of this credit score?
And then 35% is based on your payment history. Have you ever paid a bill late? So you always want to pay your bills on time.
Yeah.
We always
I
encourage
don't want to pay
people-
early, right?
You can pay early.
But I don't want to. I mean, what would I? Should
Well,
I?
you should.
Why?
Because what happens a lot of times when you pay earlier, your interest rates, based on the closer it is to that actually date that bill is due, the higher the interest rate. You paid earlier, the interest rates a lot, and you can see this. If you have a car payment, people can take a look. They can walk into their bank, make that payment a couple of days before it's actually due, and you look at the interest rate. And the following month, just make that payment on the day that is due. You will see that it's a difference in the interest rate. So again, more of your hard-earned dollars is going towards interest rather than your principal.
Your real estate is 380 million.
I told you it had to be close to 400. I don't think they have it all.
380 million.
But hey, so Dave Ramsey says all debt is bad debt.
Do you believe that?
I mean, no, I don't believe that. He's only worth $50 million bucks. So
Right.
clearly he needs to take on some debt because he got a TV show and I don't.
Right.
And no, I don't believe all debt is bad debt.
Again,
I believe a lot of this debt that we're talking about is terrible debt.
right. Well, again, it depends on what that person is trying to do with that debt.
Yeah.
In case of, you establishing wealth for yourself, having real estate investments,
Yeah.
that's a great way to create income for yourself. So that debt in that case is not bad debt.
So you're saying if the debt provides income or the opportunity to create income,
That's good debt. And
that's good debt.
most people are living paycheck to paycheck, so a lot of people have credit cards to help them, get through the next paycheck. They might have different cards just so they can pay a bill, whatever the case is. But again, there are people who are using debt to create
to consume.
income for themselves.
Oh, okay, got
We
it,
have
got
people
it,
that's
got it.
using debt to consume, whether it be if they don't have the income. They,
Show off.
Right. But then you have the clever people who are using debt to establish wealth for themselves and create different sources.
How
of
did you
income.
get in this space? Where are you from? Where's the accent from, man?
I'm actually from Grenada.
Grenada, yeah. That's a beautiful country, isn't it? It's very green.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should visit.
Yeah, I should. I heard it's gorgeous there.
It's beautiful, man. Isle of Spice. So I came here in 2004 on a soccer scholarship. I played Division I soccer. I got injured back in 2008. I moved to Miami to do rehab. I just started building my life here. My first job here in Miami, I was actually working construction because I didn't have the legal documents to work here. Just did a job just to pay the bills. Once I got my documents sorted out and everything, I started working at a college, Berg Mackey College in Miami. Did admissions there for almost 4 years. And then I just got tired of, the 9 to 5. I got tired of always having more bills than money at the end of the month. So I decided to walk away from that corporate America setting, got into doing taxes. And eventually how I got into the credit repair, I had a friend who was a big mortgage broker here in South Florida. And she reached out to me so I can provide the service at my tax office to help my tax clients increase their credit. And people were already asking me for a way to increase their credit scores because most people are trying to buy a house.
Yeah, they're trying to get a better score and lower interest rate.
Right. They're trying to put them, a lot of people trying to get into home ownership, right? So they have the taxes, they have the income, but what's stopping them most of the time is their credit score, right? So I got in initially, truth be told, I had a bad credit. My credit was at a 520. Within 5.5 months of me using the service, my credit went up over 700 points. Over 735. That got me excited.
It went to over 700. No, it didn't go up another set. How high can a credit score go?
I mean, you can have as much as 850. Yeah.
So you went up from a 520 to
520 to a 735.
Yeah.
So I worked for myself. So I started referring it to my tax clients. At the time, we had about 375 tax clients. It was about a year and a half into the business. And providing the service actually helped me skyrocket my tax business because people were coming in. My existing clients got their credit fixed. They started telling other people about it who weren't tax clients at the time. And it helped me build my tax business from 300 people to over 4,000 people.
Wow.
Just over 3 years that came in to get their credit fixed. You help somebody with their credit, they become a loyal customer.
Yeah.
And again, you're putting them in a better financial situation. It's not just being able to get a credit card, but to put them in a position where they can get that house, get that car that they want with a low interest rate. Right?
So you're using, you're playing offense when you're talking. It sounds like your service, the service you provide today, Ashton, is defense for the consumer that's got bad credit. But really, you're putting a guy back on offense so that he can negotiate better rates.
Absolutely, And what it did actually as well, it put me into different industries. So as a result of helping people with their credit, we were able to get into the real estate industry because so many people, again, 75% of most realtors, their clients have bad credit. So every 10 people that they talk to, only 2 of them can make the deal come true. Only 2 of them could actually go through on the deal, right? So that's business that they're losing because the average house in South Florida is selling for what, $300,000, $400,000. Right. So that's a $12,000 commission realtors are losing because a person have a poor credit score. That person might have the income, like I said, their taxes already prepared, so they lose in business. So what they started doing is
partnering. But they can't get approved for a loan.
Exactly. So we started partnering with real estate agents, mortgage brokers to help them help their clients, so they create their own pipeline of clients instead of just trying to sell people and everybody can't be sold right away on a mortgage. We help them
repair, take more responsibility for the customer,
educate them on credit, right? So it's not just a process where we're just fixing the credit. They're educated in the process. We help them. Overall, it's a financial literacy program. Credit repair is the flagship product what we provide because most people need it. But once you come on board, we have additional financial services to help you put your finances.
So I come to you and I say, hey, Ashton, I need some help. I saw you on Grant's show. I got a same situation. I got a 520 score, man. I make 80 grand a year. I can't get a loan for anything. I'm trying to do some of the stuff Grant says. What do you do? What's the first thing you and I do?
Well, first thing what we do, we pull your credit to see what's ever affecting you in a negative way, right?
So now, when you pull, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when you pull, is that considered? What'd you call it? Is that one of that? Yeah. Inquiries?
Yes, it's a hard pull, but it's not going to affect you. You probably lose 2 or 3 points on your credit report. But again, it's so we can get a detailed analysis of what's going on in your credit report.
Okay.
Once we do that, we send you the dispute letters in the mail. All you have to do is sign.
What letter?
Dispute letters.
Oh, the dispute letter.
Yes. And the reason why we send the clients the dispute letters, because whenever you hire a third-party company to work on your credit, and the letter is coming from them, the credit bureaus look at that as a frivolous dispute. But when it's coming from you, the client, they think that you, the client, is leveraging your legal right under the Fair Credit Reporting Act to dispute the negatives on your credit report.
Oh, interesting.
So you send those letters off to the credit bureau.
So you send me the letters. You tell me what to say.
No, the letter's already prepared.
Yeah.
All you have to do is sign
Dear
those
Fair
letters.
Credit Act,
right.
or Dear Macy's or whatever.
Right, and then we dispute whatever negatives on there. You sign them, send them off to the credit bureaus. By law, they have 30 days, max 45 to respond.
And then if you don't get a response in 45 days, because a lot of these companies,
right, if they don't respond,
they just don't have the infrastructure to respond, right?
Right. Some don't. And again, you have a lot of cases where like mortgage companies went out of business through the financial bubble, and they can't verify anything. As a result, they have to remove that off the client's credit report. So again, we have people who have negative items, and then we have people who don't have established credit. So what we do, if a client And even if that client might have negative, we still have to make sure that they have some sort of positive reporting on their credit report. So if they don't have a card payment, we help them get secure credit cards so they can establishing positive lines of credit. We can also report a person's renting history. So if they've been renting a home or apartment, we can actually go back 2 years and have that reported on their credit report. You know, most people outside of their car note, their rent is their biggest bill. And the only time that's going to be reported, right? You know, and most times the only time that gets reported is if they get evicted on their credit report.
Right.
But we can actually go back 2 years, have that reported on your credit report, so you can actually show that you pick history.
Yeah. Now, if the renter, because I never thought about the rent, but the rent is an obligation.
Yes.
10-month, 14-month, 18-month lease.
Yes.
So that people should be putting that on as part of their credit.
Yes, you can get your rent reported on your credit report.
How do I do that?
Well, so we have a service to help people with that as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So I come to you either because I have no credit and I need a score.
Okay.
You can help me do that.
We can help you do that as well. So,
Or I have a score issue. I got a score issue. I need some things removed.
Right, so-
what's the chances you get to help me with this? Like, I come to you and I'm gonna be like, dude, I'll give you how much? What do you charge for that service?
So the services, it's a slew of financial services, right? So we have it's called our protection plan membership, and you get credit restoration, you get a will trust power of attorney, life lock to protect your personal identity, a financial log box, debt zero to help a client get out of debt, credit monitoring. They also get access to a credit attorney. If they have any legal issues, you have someone to represent them in court, no additional costs, right? Because you have cases where someone might be suing them. Debt collector trying to collect, they have someone to represent them because a lot of people don't know what to say in those cases. So with all these services that we provide, it's only $188 to get started. It's a one-time $99 activation fee, $89 a month.
You guys are fools if you don't do this, man. Like you were foolish to do business with the devil, then you didn't pay the devil, and now you got a way to dispute the devil.
Right.
Like imagine being in hell and you get to say, dude, I'm in the wrong place. You got to let me out, bro. Look at this, the Fair Credit Act. You got to let me out. He's like, all right, you got an out. So this guy can help you do it, okay? The name of the company is Power of Credit. I love the name of the company. You registered that?
Well, this is a branding, Power of Credit that we created for our team. The company's True Financial Education Services.
True Financial Education.
Yes, financial education.
Am I going to
services.
learn something when you do this? When you put me through this, like you're going to put me back in charge so I don't do this
Absolutely. Again, it's a process where the clients are involved. They get updates on their credit report. We educate them how to use their credit. Again, most people don't know 80% of a credit card. Let's say you have a $300 credit card and multiply that by 0.3. That's $90.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
$500, $150. $1,000, $300. Right? You keep doing that.
So
What's going to stop?
if my line is 10,000, you're saying only use 3,000 of it.
3,000.
But what if I need more money?
If you need more money, I understand that. What happens if you go over that, then your credit score is going to drop. But if you keep making those payments, keeping it at 30% over 5-6 months, what's going to start happening? The credit card companies are going to start sending you increases in the mail because you're showing them that you're using your credit responsibly. So then they'll start sending you increases, and it's up to you.
Why are they doing it? Why are they sending me increases?
Because again,
you know, my mama used to say when because my mom loved to gamble in Las Vegas, so I'd bring her twice a year. I'd bring her to Las Vegas. We were the best of friends, and she would always tell me, I said, Mom, should I take insurance on a blackjack on a 21 hand? She's like, if they offer it to you in this town, you say no.
Well, if you want access to more money, again,
Yeah.
that's based on the specific
So,
client.
dude, how do people get, like, all the people that you see and all the people you work with and all the people that you've helped, like, how do people get in trouble? What is the similar thing that causes these people to get in trouble?
Financial literacy. People aren't educated about credit. People, when I came into the United States, nobody educated me about credit.
Yeah.
I showed up.
But I mean, when you got a credit card, dude, you had to know you had to pay people back, right?
I mean, yes, you know that, but at the same time, again, you give a 18-year-old a credit card right now, guess what? They're going to max it out and probably never pay.
Yeah, but like what he needs a class to tell him, hey, bro, you're borrowing more money than you can pay back.
Well, again,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I know that there is some financial literacy thing, but at some point there's like just financial irresponsibility.
Yeah, I mean, people more than likely just want to, max those cards out. They don't care.
Yeah.
And then as they start getting older and realize, what, my credit is very important because I can't get anything unless you have the cash. You want to pay cash for everything. But in order to be able to have real true leverage and be able to use someone else's money to do the things that you want, get access to, houses, getting the best interest rates on things that you're purchasing, then you have to be educated on credit because it's going to affect you. Even hiring. Some people even lose their jobs because of a poor credit score.
Don't get a job because of one.
Or, right, you have military people, if they don't have a high credit score, they have some negative things on their credit report, they can actually even lose their military clearance.
Wow.
So your credit is very, very important.
You guys got to get this thing handled. You can't live on this planet without credit, okay? You're going to probably need some of this. Like I always say, man, you're on an economic planet. This planet is about economics. This is real as gravity. And credit, if you don't have credit, if you can't borrow money, if you can't negotiate with the bank, I'm working a deal right now, okay? I'm working a deal right now with TH. TH is one of the biggest credit union lenders in the world. They basically have all the money for all the teachers in the United States. So the teachers put into this annuity. Their job is to take care of it. It's called TH. Well, I'm negotiating a loan right now. It's they wanted 1.57 over the 10-year treasury. So I went back to them and said, I need it to be 1.45. Like we're negotiating 0.12 of 1%. But the amount is so enormous that all of a sudden that over a period of time can make a big difference, You can't negotiate with a lender if you have a bad credit score. Because they're going to look at you like, dude, you're a victim, right?
Yep.
And they're going to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. And again, most of the times it's the people who aren't, making the type of money that they want to make, whether it be six figures or whatever the case is, that's being affected the most because the poor credit score, they go and get in cars, they having 20-something% interest rates, they wonder why their balance is not going down, your interest rate.
Okay, so you're going to end up paying the banks like 60 times more than the car dealer made.
Exactly.
But what's interesting is people go and they spend hours and weeks shopping for a car, like over $200.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you're getting killed on the rate, not on the car.
You are.
All right, any last words, Ashton Henry, the power of credit. What's the name of the company again? I don't have that here.
So it's Financial Education Services.
Financial, is that the website? What's
No,
the website?
the website to connect with me is officialashtonhenry.com.
Officialashtonhenry.com. Okay. And how can people write you or ask for or call your company or how can people send you $180, man?
So they can go to that website. We have a quick product information, how everything works. Also, we've been able to individuals have the ability to build their own business as well with the company, which is what I've done, build a team of over 26,000 people in the last 3 years, mortgage brokers, real estate agents, people that's looking for a different source of income through the opportunity, and being able to help quite a few people, walk away from their job, earn six figures.
So you can you teach people how to do this so they can go out and basically
Absolutely.
build a business around it. How many people have bad credit in America?
Over 63 million.
63 million. That's
63
20% of the population.
Over 63.
And they're not all 18-year-olds. I guarantee there's some 60-year-olds.
Right. I mean, again, credit.
Uncles, aunts, moms, dad.
Bad credit there's no discrimination with bad credit, right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who are financially set with a poor credit score. You have people that's making millions of dollars with a poor credit score.
Yeah.
Right, and then you have people who may not be making $30,000 a year, but their credit score is 800 or 750. So I mean, it doesn't matter, and especially.
Dude, I know a lot of guys making $400,000 and $500,000 a year.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, they're tapped out on every card. They're late on everything because they're overextended. They're trying to show off.
Right.
Paying for the country club. How much of that do you see? That it's not just stupid, it's just dumb.
Right. I mean, we have all different types of cases.
Come on, man, give it to me real though, man. How much of it is people just showing off like bullshit?
A large
the world?
percentage. A large percentage.
Exactly.
People just extend.
That's not financial illiteracy. That's just FACO. I know. We need to come up with a name for that, though.
Right.
You need to have a whole freaking chapter in the book, like, don't be a pretender. Don't be a pretender, dude. It's going to cost you.
Right.
Okay. All right, you guys, get your credit score fixed. Okay. Or you're going to spend the rest of your life with the devil. I know a lot of people go to church on Sunday, spend the rest of the week with the damn devil.
You guys are calling this right?
You go to Whole Foods, man. You guys worried about the groceries, what they cost? And then you get tagged 23% for the groceries that your kids already ate and probably complained about. Them Cocoa Puffs are killing you. Cocoa Puffs are, and you guys spend all your time looking for the best deals. Won't even buy your kids organic foods because you're worried about the price. But the truth is you're paying another 23% to Visa, the devil's daughter. MasterCard, the devil's wife, right? American Express,
Devil's son.
the devil's son. Goddamn devil, man. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
We also have people also have the ability to partner with us. Again, being able to help quite a few people join our organization and build a successful business with our company all across the country.
What's your business going to do this year?
What's my business going to do this year?
Yeah, how much?
Right now, my entire team, we're doing roughly $5 million a month in business.
So now, I didn't know we were talking about people making money.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's much more interesting to me than the devil. Because if I can make enough money, shit, I can pay the devil off.
Right.
I mean, really, like you guys got to get on offense here. That's what I was saying about the defense-offense thing. The defense is I got to fix my score so I'm not getting freaking banged on. But this dude came to America. You got papers? You're legal now, right?
Straight.
Okay, he's straight legal, man, even though he doesn't sound like it, right? He's straight legal, but that $5 million a month makes him legal, right? So he gets approved here. He gets his financial literacy going. He gets a business going. He went from, his soccer injury to the tax business to like, hey, I'm gonna fix my credit score. Notice he turned his problem into an opportunity, and now he's opening that to you. Fix your shit, and then once you fix your game, okay, start making some money with this.
Yep. For everyone that comes on board, they have the ability to sign up customers and also build their own team. We work with a lot of real estate agents, mortgage brokers, tax professionals, people that's looking for opportunity. You have the ability to get paid for building your organization. You get a lot of bonuses as well. We have a $600 car bonus towards a Mercedes, a Cadillac, or Escalade. It can go from $600 to $1,500. $10,000.
We're gonna fix your credit and then get you back into trouble again. Hey, look, if you can make money, you can get out of it, though.
Right.
Okay, that's the way you get out. Okay, somebody said, man, Grant, you're not going to heaven. This dude told me the other day, you're not going to heaven. I said, hey, bro, okay, I'll take care of that when I get there.
Right.
Okay, right now I'm trying to get my hustle on, trying to get my money right. You can't get your money right if you're playing defense. You're not going to win the game if you're constantly paying 20% on your credit cards. Check this dude out. We'll have a link below for him to get handled. Appreciate you spending your time with us this morning, man. You're an awesome dude, okay? I met this guy. The first time I met him was in Atlanta. What was I doing there?
You came to speak at a conference.
What were you doing there?
I was at a conference.
Dude, conferences bring people together. I'm going to see about 35,000 of you crazies, 10Xers, in Miami at the Marlins Stadium. When is this going to be? February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Don't you miss this thing. I'm bringing Jay-Z in. You know he had bad credit, okay? Shit, Ashton probably fixed his damn credit, right? And hooked him up with B, okay? Kanye fixed his credit and fucked it up all over again. Okay, so I'm bringing all these dudes in. J. Cole's coming in with his watch alert. He's coming in. I'm bringing Will Smith in. Dude, I'm bringing everybody that's ever had bad credit and turned their life around. That's right. It's going to be called the 10X Growth Conference 3 and Credit Restoration Woodstock. Hey, thanks for watching today. Ask a Pro. If you know something, if there's something you're great at like Ashton is, and you can help my audience, I need you to reach out to John or Natalie at grantcardone.com, and I got to get you in this chair. Hey, welcome to Ask a Pro. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
Dude, are you ready? Okay, because today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, and I know it's going to be one of your favorite topics. Ashton Henry is an expert when it comes to credit. Everything you need to know about credit cards. We're talking about the devil now. This dude lived with the devil and found out how he operates. And basically, if you've been spending time with him, he can show you how to clean up your past, okay? Just to give you guys some statistics real quick, credit card debt in America. This is just one little country. $911 billion, $15,000 per household. Mortgage debt, can we talk about mortgage debt today? $8.9 trillion. Okay? You guys think Amazon is big? That's $8.9 trillion that recurs every year. Average household, $180,000. Auto loans, $1.23 trillion, $27,000 per household. Student loans. That's stupid right there.
It's a big one.
$1.4 trillion. Little kids, just like little victims. Mama talked you guys into that too. The people that love you the most talk you into that right there. Your mama's like, don't get credit card debt, don't use Visa, but go to school. All others is $13 trillion. I'd love to know what the all others is. Average percentage rate on a credit card today is 17%. Man, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so how do people get in this situation? And then we'll talk about how to get out of it. What happened?
Well, I mean, financial literacy on a whole is not really being taught in the United States. You know, a lot of people aren't being educated the right way, how to use their credit cards, how to manage their debt effectively. And that's where we come in to help people take care of their finances. And like you said earlier, a lot of people are put into situations and they're not educated about it. And they make a lot of mistakes. And we just help them get those negative things off their credit report, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which just passed.
The what's it called?
The Fair Credit Reporting Act.
The Fair
Credit Reporting Act, which was passed by Congress in 1971.
Fair credit.
Oh, the fair.
Yes.
I thought you said the fear credit. I said I do fear credit. The Fair Credit Report. Okay, and what about that?
And basically, it's a consumer's right to dispute any negative item that's reported on their credit report, whether it be a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a tax lien, repossession, student loan. It doesn't matter what that negative item is. We're able to dispute those things, get them off their credit report, so we can give people a new start with the mistakes that they've made in the past.
Because what happens if, let's say, young Grant, he's 25, 26 years old, he's got a bad credit report, he took on too much credit, can't handle it, can't keep up with the 17%. Maybe I got a combination of a student loan, an auto loan, and some credit card debt. How do I, and I got behind, I just got ahead of myself, I lost my job, something happened. How do you help me fix some of that? Okay,
great. So what we actually do, we'll take an analysis of your credit report, see whatever is negative on there. And again, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, we're able to dispute any erroneous, inaccurate, or absolute items on those credit reports. So whether, again, the student loans, the other debts that you have on there, we're able to dispute them. Again, we're looking for the inaccuracy in the reporting.
So what can be, is there always an
I mean, it could be, inaccuracy could be your name spelled wrong, it could be the address, the docket number, the late payment reported and it's not accurate. So we're looking for those things to help you get those negatives off.
Now, I've heard some people say on the repair end, some of it's just about overwhelming the financial institution. Is there any validity? Like there's groups like yours that can say, hey, we're just going to overwhelm them with paperwork. They're not set up to do it.
Yeah, not only that, a lot of companies that you might have owned in the past, they're probably out of business. So when we send those letters to dispute what's negative on the credit report, and the credit bureaus send those letters to verify
no
they're
response.
Not there. There's no response, so they have to remove those things off your credit report as well.
What's your success rate with like, let's say it's a legitimate deal. By the way, it probably is in most cases, right? Like I didn't pay, I'm late on my car payment. I'm balancing 2008, even today. I'm balancing between, okay, I'm not going to pay my student loan today. Should I be paying the student loan back? Should I pay these people?
Yeah, I mean, private student loans is a government loan, so you do have to pay those things.
Yeah, I can't get away from that.
You can't get away from it.
Okay, the auto loan, like I was late on that. I'm late on my student loan, but I keep paying my credit card. I'm timely on my credit card. So what percentage of those can you, even though it's legit, I'm late?
Yeah, so what we do, based on how many late payments you have on a credit report, instead of deleting the entire history of your credit report, we can actually dispute the late payment to have it forgiven based on, again, how much late payments you have on there. Because that car payment, even though you have negative late payments on there, is still a factor in determining what your credit score is. So if you remove the history altogether, what's going to happen? Your credit score is going to drop. So you can actually dispute it to keep those, make those late payments be updated to reflect paid as agreed.
So you're saying if you defend me, I hire you, I guess, right? I hire you, and then you don't want the balance to go away, Explain that. I don't understand that.
Well, okay, so
because you said my credit would go down if it,
right. So let's say, for instance, you have a let's say you have a car.
Marketing and promotion is the lifeblood of your business. Have you tried Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and have no clue why you're not getting leads, followers, or any traction? Have you worked with other agencies and then nothing happened? 10X Productions, Grant Cardone's digital advertising agency, is now available for you to get on track with social media lead generation, full-scale training, and production. We'll get you the leads and give you the training to understand your social media and how to build a brand better. Just go to cardoneadvertising.com. That's cardoneadvertising.com to get your free marketing assessment, and we will get you on the road to the right marketing and all of your business needs. Visit Cardone Advertising right now.